Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my 2020 bullet journal setup video. Can you actually believe that in 2 weeks we will be entering a new decade? That seems so unreal. Anyways, here I am working on the cover of my new journal. I got this journal from Notebook Therapy. It was a plain gray cover, so I decided to decorate the cover, and for that I decided to make a star constellation for my star sign Aries. When I was searching for these constellation things, I was so mad because Aries has the simplest lines and there were so many other stars that had such cooler patterns. But anyways, after I made the constellation lines, I wrote my name below to give it even a more personalized look, and to finish it off I added a few stars around the constellation to make it look like a little galaxy. Now, before starting this planner, I would like to show you guys a flip through of the 2019 planner real quick. I've seen a lot of people who want to start a bullet journal but get confused on how to fill it, and I was actually in the same boat before I started. But flip throughs are a great help because you can see how things are filled out and you can see how things go about. So I hope this can be of help to you. I started my 2019 bujo from May, so I didn't make all those year at a glance and goal pages, but I really wish I had. Looking back through this journal, I can see so many changes that have occurred in my life and see so many things that I've accomplished. It also comes in handy for someone like me who has a really bad memory. At some places in this journal, you can see that there are a few spreads that I completely gave up on, and even these are things that can teach me that I shouldn't continue these things in the new journal until I'm completely ready for it. Alright, so back to 2020. I started off my journal with writing my name and number on the front page and went to make the key. Now, I know that people follow the key religiously, but I had a lot of trouble following the symbols last year, and you can totally make up your own symbols, but I'm gonna try and follow these symbols this year. Anyways, I continued with the constellation design throughout the spreads and drew small constellations and stars around the key. On the next page, I decided to make a grid spacing cheat sheet. I've heard a lot about how useful this is, so I decided to give it a go. I also made it on the left page so it's easier to view while working on future spreads. On the right, I wrote a small quote that says, "Trust the magic of new beginnings," and made a few 4-point stars and a moon. On the next page, I made my 2020 at a glance, and I wanted to make this on the right side, but I opted for the left again because I know it's gonna be easier to flip and see the page when I'm working on future spreads. Now, with the power of editing, I'm gonna skip ahead to the page entirely filled with the months and dates because this was one of the most tedious things to do, and I'm sure it will be really boring to watch as well. On the right, I decided to make my year in pixels, and I actually really loved this idea and I wanted to try it out myself, so I decided to make a whole bunch of emotions. I go through multiple emotions throughout the day, but I'm gonna try and pick out the ones that stick the most and use that as my mood for the day. Again, I added a few stars and constellations on the spread and moved on to the next one. Next up is the future log. Here I can write events from throughout the year, and it comes in handy when you need to prepare in advance for something. I kept this pretty simple and made 6 months on each page. So for my 2020 goals page, I decided to do something really cool and I'm actually already excited. I got this idea from Journal Away on YouTube. She did this level system in her 2019 bullet journal setup and it just stuck with me, and I found it so creative and something that will definitely work. So I divided my goals in 4 broad sections and I'm gonna write each goal underneath. I'm not filling these out for the sake of privacy, but it can have specific goals. For example, under the social media goals section, I can write post on YouTube twice a week, and if I fulfill that goal, I can increase the level. I actually hope this works out better and helps me achieve my goal. Now, one more thing I wanted to keep a track of and keep myself motivated to do is working out. Having a desk job is all fun and games until you keep getting older each day and have joint pains. So, I decided to make a workout routine / tracker where I can have a routine I need to follow. I am going to work out 5 days a week and I haven't really decided what I will be doing, which is why all of these are left blank. But on the right side, I made a weight tracker for each month, and right below it, I made a measurement tracker for each quarter. On the bottom left is something I saw on a bullet journal group on Facebook. So a girl posted her fitness tracker page on this group and I don't remember her name, but the idea is totally hers and I just adapted it onto my journal. So in the goals section, each square is a goal weight you need to achieve, and when you achieve that goal, you color it in. and below it are the rewards. So when you achieve a certain goal, for example you hit like 50 kg, you can reward yourself with something you really want, like a new journal or a new gadget, or it's completely up to you and up to what you enjoy. This way you will stay motivated to achieve your goals and also get a chance to treat yourself. On the next spread, I decided to do a things to check out list. I made a small board with related doodles around it and 4 boxes, one for movie, one for drama, one for books, and one for music. This can be a way of trying out new things, and I actually really need more movies to watch, so do drop in your suggestions below and help me fill this list out. Beside it, I made a social media tracker. Now this tracker is not only a followers tracker but also a way to improve marketing skills on these sites. So below the tracker I made 2 small boxes, one saying things that work and one saying things that don't. And for the very last spread, I decided to make a Memories of 2020 spread. For this, I just kept it really simple and made 3 lines hanging so I can add pictures of each month as a memory. And with that, the whole setup of 2020 is done. I literally can't believe it's going to be 2020 in 2 weeks. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a few ideas for your own spreads. I'm so excited to start my new journal and start filling all these spreads out. Do like this video and share it with your journaling friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!